Yes, Mataji. I'm starting.
Oh. Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Thank you so much for joining Everyday Chant Japa conference call today. It's time for Bhagvatam class, and today we are very fortunate to have Her Grace Shama Kishori Mataji joining us from Tennessee. Mataji is gonna enlighten us on Srimad Bhagvatam, Canto 8, Chapter 7, verse number 32. Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavat Pranam. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj. Whenever you are ready, Mataji, you can take over the call.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Yeah, I think Manita Prabhu started the recording.
Hare Krishna, yes, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, all the devotees. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj. Thank you, everybody, for giving me the opportunity to serve all the devotees. Please forgive my offenses if I make some. So, please. So, we are reading Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 7, Canto 8, Chapter 7. So, we are reading Chapter 7. Lord Shiva saves the universe by drinking poison. And this is verse 32. So, we will start with Mangalacharan. So we will start. Om Agyantimirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Sopadantikam Vande Aham Shri Guru Shri Yuda Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamsha श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगणा रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादात् सहगणा ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च हे कृष्ण करुणा सिन्धु दीनबन्धु जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कान्त राधा कान्त नमस्ते तप्त कंचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः श्रीकृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानन्द श्री अद्वैता गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृन्द हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे नमो विष्णु पदाय कृष्ण पृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारणे निर्विशेषं शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशधारिणे नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरये नष्टप्रायेषु भद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवत्या उत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवति पृष्ठकी. So we are reading Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 8, Chapter 7, Text 32. So Shloka is कामाधव त्रिपुरे कालगराद्यं अनेका भूता द्रुहा शपयतः स्तुत्येन तत्ते यस्त्वा अनन्तकाल इदम् आत्मकृतं स्वनेत्रा वहनी सफुलिङ्गशिखया वसितां न वेद. Translation and purport by Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. When annihilation is performed by the flames and sparks emanating from your eyes, the entire creation is burned to ashes. Nonetheless, you do not know how this happens. What then is to be said of your destroying the Daksha Yajna, Tripurasura, and the Kalakut poison? Such activities cannot be subject matter for prayers offered to you. Purport. Since Lord Shiva considered the great acts, he Since Lord Shiva considered the great acts he performed to be very unimportant, what was to be said of counteracting the strong poison produced by the churning? The demigods indirectly prayed that Lord Shiva counteract the Kalkut poison which was spreading throughout the universe. Hare Krishna, everybody. So we can see, like in this whole chapter, we can see like how the demigods and demons, they are churning the ocean. So we all know, like in the from the previous chapter, like how the demigods, they were they were very sad, and they asked Lord Vishnu what to do, and Lord Vishnu gave them the idea to churn the ocean. So this is the difference between the demigods and demons. Like we all can see, like throughout the Bhagavatam, from the first canto till 12th canto, we all can see, like in Bhagavatam, whenever the problem comes to demigods, they immediately go to Krishna, Lord Vishnu, because they know this is the only way that can solve the problem. And we all can see, like demons, and whenever any problem comes for them, they immediately try to solve it by their own power. So this is the difference between a demigod and demons. And when as soon as we surrender to Krishna, Krishna from the heart, or from the any person he sent, or sometime guru or shastra, sometime he himself comes. So we all can see like how Krishna is always ready to guide the devotee. So Srila Prabhupada said so many times in the Bhagavatam, those are following Krishna consciousness, they are more than demigods, because they automatically imbibe so many qualities of devotees. Like I met one, like we were in Mayapur in Kartik. So we met one devotee, and no, not in Mayapur, like on the airports. Sorry, one lady I met, and she is not a devotee family, some South Indian family. That Mataji, that lady, she told me like they have some neighbor near to their house, and they are Brahmins. But she said like after following Krishna consciousness, they become more than Brahmins. So they become more and more strong. Because Srila Prabhupada gave us such a nice formula, this Krishna consciousness, where we get up early in the morning, we chant our round, we do our deity worship, or automatically there is cleanliness and there is purity also. Because when we have to wake up the deity, we do our achmam, we do all the rules and regulation we follow. So automatically we automatically get those qualities. We don't need to do any extra effort for anything. So this is the mercy of Prabhupada, his books and devotees. So we all can see like how when we follow in Krishna consciousness, automatically those qualities, they come in our daily routine naturally, without any extra effort. So same thing here, we can see like demigods, as soon as the problem came, they ran to Lord Vishnu. This is their qualification. And demons, they try to solve it by their own, and that's why they are more in more trouble. And devotees, because they surrender to Krishna, they become so peaceful, because by surrendering Krishna, Krishna takes away everything, all their problem, anxiety. They become so happy. So we can see in the material world, like those surrender to Krishna, even though they are not very materially very powerful, very materially very strong, but they are, because of Krishna consciousness, because of following the rules and regulation, because of reading shastras, because of chanting their rounds, because of worshipping the deity, they are so happy, even though they are not very materially very strong. So this is the quality of devotees when they surrender to Krishna. So here we can see like that when the demigods, they went to Lord Vishnu, and they were asking the Lord, we are in problem, so please help us. And Lord Vishnu gave them the idea, like there in the ocean there are so many things, those are very important, you can use them, so you can churn the ocean. And the Lord gave them the idea, alone you are not able to churn the ocean, so you have to make good connection with demigods, and with their help you will get so many things. So this is the Lord's plan. He know like whom to be victorious. So that's why he made he gave the demigods intelligence. That's why Krishna said in Bhagavad Gita, Matta Smriti Jnana Upahanam Cha. From Krishna everything comes: knowledge, forgetfulness, and remembrance. So this is Krishna's special mercy for his devotees. So we all can see, and then we all know like what happened. Then the demigods, they approached demons, and demons, because they always respect Shukracharya, and with their permission they start churning the ocean. And we all can see, when they start churning the ocean, first of all, the Mandara mountain was very, very strong. The mountain was not able to stand properly. So they tried to churn, they were not able. And then again they surrendered to the Lord. And Lord is always ready to protect his devotees. So immediately he came as a tortoise incarnation. And the Lord, he himself came as Vasuki also. So we all can see the how the Lord is helping his devotees. So this is good learning for all of us. Like the material world, sorry, there is so many problems, but we have to surrender to Krishna. When we surrender to Krishna, so even he remove the problem, but he purify our heart also. Like in the Bhagavatam, when we read in the sixth canto, in the end of fifth canto, Parikshit Maharaj, when he heard like how the hellish condition, like how the people are suffering in the hell. So as a devotee's heart is, devotees are paradukh dukhi. He became so disappointed. He became so sad. He was asked Sukdev Goswami like what to do. Like if people are suffering like this, how they will come out from this hell? At that time, Sukdev Goswami, he in the beginning of sixth canto, he gave him many ideas, like by this and that. But finally, Sukdev Goswami described like by chanting the holy name of the Lord. By chanting the holy name of the Lord, not even the propensity go away, but it purifies the heart also. So same thing here. Here, like we can see, Krishna is always ready to help his devotee. Like Krishna said in Bhagavad Gita, four kind of people surrender on to him. So even with the material desire also, if we surrender to Krishna, Krishna is always ready to protect his devotee. So even though demigods, they are always in the through of the Bhagavatam, we all can see they are Sakami. They are, Krishna said, even in Bhagavatam, we read the shloka that akam sarva kamo va moksha kama udardhi. Like any kind of person, like sakami, akami, moksha kami, anyone, if he surrender to Krishna, Krishna is always ready to protect his devotee. Not even protect, but he purify the heart also. This is the qualification of a devotee. When we surrender, then Krishna is always ready to protect his devotee. So here we have such a nice example of demigods. When they surrender to Krishna, Krishna gave him the idea, Krishna gave him the everything, Lord Vishnu. And we can see here, like for his devotee, he came as that Vasuki snake. Also, he came as tortoise incarnation. So he made for his devotees. He make everything favorable condition. So he made everything perfect for them. And here in this shloka, we all can see like how in text 32, like all the Prajapatis and all, they are praying Lord Shiva. And well, like in the one of the purport, Srila Prabhupada said Lord Vishnu can also drink the poison. But he made Lord Shiva an instrument for his service. So this is the Lord know like how to engage everybody. Lord Shiva. So he is like we all know, he's Param Vaishno. The Lord is ready to serve his devotee, and devotees like to serve Krishna. This is their loving exchange. So we can see Lord Shiva is always chanting Lord's name, and he is in meditation all the time. So Lord Shiva is like he's not Jiva Tattva, not even Vishnu Tattva. So he's in the middle in the in the Brahm Samhita, there is very nice Kam Kshiram Dadi Vikara Vishesha Yoga. So like how the milk is like when it add little bit shower, it becomes curd. So same thing like when the Lord Vishnu is like milk, and Lord same transfer is like yogurt is the transfer of milk, but yogurt cannot become milk. So same thing, Lord Vishnu, he for the material mode of nature, he came as Lord Shiva. So for the material world, because when we all know, like in the material world, when the creation happened, Lord Brahmaji created the material world, so everything was dull. And when Lord Vishnu glanced, then it got life. And that glance was carried by Lord Shiva, because the material nature, Durga is the wife of Lord Shiva. So Lord Shiva, he took that glance and he impregnated Mother Nature, and by their combination, everything got life. So Lord Shiva is very like a very special character in the material world, in the spiritual world, everywhere, because he is a pure devotee. Pure devotee means he surrendered. He don't want any material opulence. We all can see Lord Shiva's character is so pure. So here we can see the demigods. They are they are praying to Lord Shiva, because no, they know Lord Shiva only can do that. So let's read text 33. So shloka is ye ये त्वा आत्मरामगरभुर्हरदि चित्तिताङ्घ्रि द्वन्द्वां चरन्तं मया तपसाभितप्तं कथन्त उग्रा पुरुषं निरतं समशाने तेनु तेनूनम् ऊतिम् अविदस्तव हातलाजः. Translation: Exalted, self-satisfied persons who preach to the entire world, think of your lotus feet think of your lotus feet constantly within their hearts. However, when persons who do not know your austerity see you moving with Uma, they misunderstood you to be lusty, or when they see you wandering in the crematorium, they mistakenly think that you are ferocious and envious. Certainly, they are shameless. They cannot understand your activities. Purport: Lord Shiva is the topmost Vaishnava. Vaishnavanam yatha Shambhu. It is therefore said, Vaishnavera Kriya Mudra Bujhe na Bujhai. Even the most intelligent person cannot understand what a Vaishnava like Lord Shiva is doing or how he is acting. Those who are conquered by lusty desires and anger cannot estimate the glories of Lord Shiva, whose position is always transcendental. In all the activities associated with lusty desires, Lord Shiva is an implement of Atmaram. Ordinary persons, therefore, should not try to understand Lord Shiva with his activities and his activities. One who tries to criticize the activities of Lord Shiva is shameless. So we all can see, like Prabhupada, he always makes everything so clear, so nice. So in the purport and the translation, Shukdev Goswami describes so nicely the exalted position of Lord Shiva. So that's why even for ordinary living entity, Lord Shiva is not easy to understand. People thinks like how he is living and all, but they don't know like how Lord Shiva is such a pure devotee. Like we have nice example of in our parampara is like Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj. So like we know like how his position is Gaur Kishore Das Babaji. He he liked to chant so much, like he liked to chant, and he sometimes he chant in a place where nobody wants to go, because so that nobody can disturb him. So this is because he is Babaji, he is always chanting. So that's why when Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Maharaj he wants to take initiation from him, Gaur Kishore Das Babaji said, I am not eligible to give you initiation because I am not much educated and you are so scholar. He know that Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Maharaj, he was not ordinary living entity. So that, but Bhakti that Bhakti Thakur ji, he know the position of Gorkshore Babaji. So that's why he asked Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Maharaj, you can go and take initiation from him, because he know the exalted position of Gorkishore Das Babaji. So same thing here we can see again and again, we can see that devotee's quality. Like here, Lord Shiva's exalted position is very hard to understand for any living entity. Same thing like Gorkishore Das Babaji. People think he's just some mad or something. They don't know the position of Bhaktivinoda Thakurji. He know the position of Gorkishore Das Babaji. That's why he said you can go and take initiation from him. Even many times he just he said like I will give you later, but finally by the by Bhakti Siddhant Saraswati Maharaj's desire, finally he got initiation from Gorkishore Das Babaji. So this is the quality of devotees. Like the here we can see like Shukdev Goswami is describing like Lord Shiva is self-satisfied, and when those are like self-exalted devotee, they only know your position. It's very hard to understand your position because Lord Shiva's position is very like high elevated position. So it's very hard to understand because in the material world, if we see people are thinking like just to worship Lord Shiva for material gain. They are thinking like if they worship Lord Shiva, they will get so much material opulence, material facility, and everything. But they don't know Lord Shiva has such a power that he can give us pure devotional service. Because like Lord, whenever somebody goes to Lord Shiva for material gain, these are small toys for him. Like he said, like don't disturb my sadhana and anything, whatever you want, just take it. This is because Lord Shiva is here. We can see in the purport Srila Prabhupada is explaining very nicely. He is the topmost Vaishnava. Vaishvanam Yatha Shambhu. So Param Vaishnav. And Lord Shiva is like if somebody disturb, he don't like this is when somebody come whenever we chant our rounds or Lord Shiva is far beyond that. He is always meditation. He's always if we see Lord Shiva's painting or any picture, he is always meditating on Lord Vishnu. So this is his qualifications. So this is we can see he is very very pure. Though and those exalted devotees, those are paramahamsas. They only can understand his position. It's very hard to understand for living entity in the material world. And then we can see like here described like sometimes he looks like he's just wandering with Mother Uma. So this is very hard to understand because even in the pastime of Chitraketu, like we all can see, there also like Lord Shiva was sitting in that forest, and Mother Parvati, Durga was sitting on his lap, and he was describing the Bhagavad Katha. So we can see Lord Shiva, he is not attached to all these material things, and nothing happened for him because his sadhana, his spiritual life is very very strong. So we have so many example, like there is an example of our Gorkishore Das Babaji, and we have the nice example of Haridas Thakur. We all can know like in the past time of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Haridas Thakur, like even though he was born in a Muslim family, and then we all know like Muslim king was trying to stop him to chant the round, his sadhana, his chanting. So that's why he sent a prostitute to disturb him. And even the like Haridas Thakur told her like, you can wait for me, let me finish my round, and then I can give you my time. So because the devotees are very, they are like Haridas Thakur is such a pure devotee, and he loved to chant his round. He said, first I finish my round, then I will give you whatever time left. I will give you. So 1 day, 2 day left, and third day, with the prostitute, she also became a devotee by the association of devotees. So devotees, to see devotees, it's very hard to understand how they act. So Lord Shiva, here, so the Goswami is describing like how he wanders with Mother Uma. So they think like outward materialistic people think that he is so lusty, but it's very hard to understand Lord Shiva's position. And then sometimes they think like he is living in a crematorium places where nobody wants to go. Like same thing, our Gorkishore Das Babaji. So for their sadhana, they know like where nobody can disturb them. So this is the qualification of Lord Shiva. He just sit there and he just focus on Lord Vishnu. So he always chant Krishna's name. And they are like he said, they are shameless. These people they point out Lord Shiva. they are just useless people. They are not worthy of association, because Lord Shiva's position they cannot understand. And in the purport, Srila Prabhupada explained very nicely, Vaishnavera Kriya Mudra Pujena Bujaya. So Vaishnavas, how they act, it's very hard to understand. So we cannot judge Vaishnava by our thinking or feeling. They are on a transcendental plane. Maybe some act we feel they are not behaving properly, but they are Vaishnavas. They are pure devotees of the Lord. So, like Lord Shiva, he used to stay in such a place. So that that doesn't mean like we can see like he's like in the purport in the translation. And there are people, the Sukdev Goswami is describing how people are that they are very envious of Lord Shiva, and they are very ferocious. They fear. They are very scared. So it's not like that. Like we have nice example of like Lord Nrsimhadev. In the material world, people thinks like how somebody can be half man, half lion. So it's very for them it's fearful form. But for a devotee, they know like the Lord is how he is so kind. To protect his devotee, he can come in any form. Like he is half man, half lion. In the material world, it's very hard to imagine. So for them, it's very hard to imagine like how the Lord Shiva, he's he's on a transcendental plane. So that's why Vaishnavas activities it's very hard to understand for the common living entity. Only the Param Vaishnava, only the pure devotees, they can understand the how they are acting. And then Prabhupada is explaining even the most intelligent person cannot understand what a Vaishnava like Lord Shiva is doing or how he's acting. And those who are conquered by lusty desire, anger, cannot estimate the glories of they for them it's very hard. Those are lusty, those are materially, they have material desires. Like in the material world, those are materially, they want material opulence, they have material desires. For them they think Lord Shiva is just he can fulfill their desire, whatever they want Lord Shiva fulfill. But they don't know like Lord Shiva has param pure things, that is Krishna's devotional service. For them, they never approach for that. But for as a as we are reading Bhagavatam, as we are hearing from the Vaishnavas, as we are uh, associating with devotees, we all can see like this is the way of understanding Krishna. When we surrender to Krishna's devotee, then Krishna is always ready to give us intelligence. So here, when we ask Lord Shiva, please, Lord Shiva, please help us, like how you are doing your sadhana so nicely. Please help us so that we can also do our sadhana better. How we can surrender to Krishna. Then, by the mercy of Vaishnava, we can understand Krishna. So this is the qualification of asking Lord Shiva his mercy to go to Krishna. Instead of asking some material benefit, we can ask Lord Shiva, please help us so that we can understand Krishna, whom you are worshipping. We are also trying to worship the same Lord Hari. So please help us. So that's why Srila Prabhupada said like those are like they are always material desire, anger or lust they have. For them, they are not able to understand the glories of Lord Shiva, because Lord Shiva's glories is far beyond this material world. Like if we ask Lord Shiva any material gain, we just stay in the material world. Like like uh, in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna said na. So he said like punya shine mrityu loke vishanti. So when our pious credit goes down, again we come in the material one. So same thing, if we ask the Lord for material prosperity, maybe we will get, we enjoy for some time, but then again we have to lose it. But we ask the Lord Shiva, that Krishna's pure devotion service, that stays not with this body but in the next body also. That's why like so Lord Shiva is Param Vaishnav. Vaishnavas are, they are very merciful because they are Para Dukh Dukhi. They know the suffering of the living entity. They know like how to give them real happiness. They want to give, like as a Krishna conscious family, our Krishna conscious family, we all try to help others, to give them books, give them prasadam, or give them, like if somebody don't want to take Bhagavad Gita sometime, at least we think, we told that person like Krishna's name is so superior. We always like to talk. We always like to, we try to give some spiritual benefit to other living entity, because in this life people are doing all kind of sinful activity. They're eating, sleeping, eating, anything. Nothing is good. They are always builder in the material world, and as a devotee they know how to bring them closer to the Lord. So we can see here Lord Shiva is Atmaram, means he is always enjoying in his soul. He know like he is a part and parcel of Krishna. He is fully surrendered. So when we serve a devotee, then automatically we go closer to the Lord. So this is the way, when we surrender, we get the pure devotional service of the Lord. So this is the qualification of surrendering to a pure devotee. And Lord Shiva is Param Vaishnav. Param Vaishnav means like he is the highest of all the Vaishnavas. See, we all can see in the material world like how the life is without any house or anything. And Lord Shiva is so kind. Like he is showing by his own example how material opulence are always always take us in the material world. And Lord Shiva is just showing his example. But like there is two way, Anukaran and Anusharan. So we don't need to do Anukaran. Anukaran means we are not following the activities of Lord Shiva. We are doing Anusharan. Anusharan means surrendering to Lord Shiva. Like, please, Lord Shiva, give us Krishna's pure devotional service. And by asking his mercy, we get everything. This is the qualification of surrender. So thank you very much, everybody, for giving me the service. So if I miss anything or if I have any questions, please feel free. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji, thank you so much for such a wonderful class. I don't have any specific questions, but I would really like to appreciate your time and all the wonderful um, uh, uh, realizations you've shared here. If anyone has any questions or comments, please feel free to ask. Haribol.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Madanat Pranam to you, Shubhapad ki Jai, Guru Maharaj ki Jai, and same to all the devotees on the call. Danat Pranam. Very nice class, Mataji. Every time I hear you, it's very, the class is like just very captivating, and you give references. And I remember you talked about Gaur Kishore Maharaj, Maharaji, who would find
Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj.
Gaur
Yes,
Kishore Das Maharaj Babaji. Yeah, he was finding a place in the toilet.
yeah.
I tell you, like such a thing you reminded. And sometimes I also feel that when I'm chanting and any person is there, it doesn't matter as a devotee, non-devotee, I just can't concentrate. So, when I hear this, that our acharyas are doing this, that means there is something about the holy name that we need to spend time with the holy name and by ourselves, because japa is all alone. And when we hear a Maharajas do it, then it's okay. We can also do that. Like just close our door, be among the four walls, and chant our holy name. So that thing you emphasized was so nice. And it reminded us, because every now and then we need reminder. And, even my family, I tell them that, I need to go. So he says, you can sit and chant here. I said, no, I need to go to my room, my space. And I need to just, be with Krishna alone and chant with concentration. Like Prabhupada said, just have to do two things, chant and hear. Chant and hear. So, and we can't hear when so much is going on around and people are doing things. So thank you so much for mentioning that and emphasizing on so many other points you spoke. It's like, about Lord Shiva. Amazing. Like, I mean, he's actually a Param Vaishnava, and the position he's sitting in is also like meditating on Krishna. So that was also wonderful. And how he's like a one thing we learned from Lord Shiva is like obedient. I don't want to use the word servant, but like, Lord Shiva, Lord Vishnu told him that, you take the poison. He knew that he had so much strength. And the best part is he kept the poison inside, on his neck. He didn't take it inside, or, like, so it just, and I think one devotee was mentioning to me that, he asked me a question. So that's why I remember that, how come that, Vishnu was able to keep the wish, and his neck became like Neelkant, right?
Yes, Mataji.
So, that's because the holy name was always there, with him. The holy name he chanted, and because of the strength of the holy name, the wish did not go inside or did not come out. He was doing the seva, and, like, it was the strength of the holy name which he was chanting, that he was able to do that seva perfectly. Because if he had taken it inside, then, it would have affected his health. And, if it came out, then his seva was not being, done like that. So just wanted to add that, because I heard that from someone, but maybe my interpretation of saying it was not the perfect, because I'm not qualified to give classes. But,
No, Mataji, you are right.
please correct me, or
No,
add more to it.
No. That's you are right. You are right, Mataji. This is
Okay.
perfectly. Yeah, this
Okay,
is
because,
yeah. That's the benefit, Mataji. When we discuss, like, there is always good points. Like you are
yes,
adding this.
because, one thing we have to follow, no, Mataji, Srila Prabhupada said, you have to just give out these books and knowledge as it is. So I'm always worried. Prabhupada's instruction, am I following? Am I seeing it as it is, what is there in the Shastras? Or I'm just adding some stories to it, because, we don't have all association devotees. So that influence comes in. So I'm always worried about when I speak. Is it I'm following Prabhupada's instructions of as it is?
Yes, Mataji, this is very important. That's why Prabhupada gave so many books, Mataji. We don't need to add
Yeah.
our own thoughts, because
We
we
don't need to.
mix it.
Yeah.
Because if we follow Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada is, we know, like, from his books, from the Association of Devotees, he is perfect. So we don't need to add we don't need to add anything. We don't need to remove anything. Whatever Prabhupada is saying, we have to repeat as it is, as like a parrot, because
Yes.
our brain is not that sharp to, for me, I know my brain is not that smart, Mataji. We are just trying to follow Srila Prabhupada's footprints.
Yes.
Nothing else, Mataji. So,
Yes,
but
but
thank you so
Mataji,
much,
just
Mataji.
just like Lord Shiva is Vishnu is, this is my own interpretation I'm saying now. Lord Vishnu's, you said in your class that Lord Vishnu can do everything. He can also, even if you take the poison inside, nothing will happen to him. But he's giving seva to his devotees and showing to the whole world, see how Mahan my devotees are. Similarly, our Srila Prabhupada, he's made us his babies, and he's spoon feeding us. And, all that he went through, getting the books here and everything, it's no less than Lord Vishnu. I mean, it's like, of course, we don't say that, because, Srila Prabhupada said, I'm not good. Don't ever say this. He got angry. I am not God. But we as practitioners or grandchildren can see the reflection that how Mahan, great, Srila Prabhupada is, because he's given us these books, and he says, just speak as it is from it. So it is like, in the kindergarten class, there's a paragraph they read, and the teacher says, suppose the story of, any stories going on, and the teacher's like, telling them, open the book, and the stories in front of them in a short form, and the children are reading, okay, let me find the answer. And then the children, they spurt out the answer. So it's like, the book is right in front of us. That's what Prabhupada has done with us. We are like babies, and, like, and then on top of that, gone through so much of, issues. And now if we don't read the books and we don't do them, then it's not, justified. So thank you so much, Mataji. My mind was very, very blank, and I got up late today, and, I really needed association of devotees, and I heard your class. The first thing I heard is a class today, so it was so nice. And, like, in the sense that it is so purifying for us, to start the day, either chanting, of course, or even hearing Vaishnavas and Vaishnavis. So thank you, Mataji, once again. We are blessed to be on this call, with you and all the other speakers. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Thank you very much, Mataji. So, Mataji, can we wind up the call?
Mataji, if you have like 2 minutes, then we can ask Premanandini Mataji if anybody has any question, comments. Like, if
Yes, Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Does anyone have any questions or comments for Mataji?
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandat Pranam, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you for the wonderful class, Mataji. My question is, Lord Shiva is considered greatest Vaishnava, but in ISKCON it's not recommended to say his pranam mantra, right? Om Namah Shivaya. Why is that, Mataji? Hare Krishna.
Because Prabhu, like that's not the mantra for Kali Yuga. Like Mahaprabhu gave us the mantra like Hare Krishna, chanting the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. So this is the like Prabhupada, and according to our Guru Parampara and according to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Hare Krishna Maha Mantra has everything, Prabhu. Om Namo Shivaya, and everything is there. So we don't need to chant anything extra, Prabhu. Just by chanting the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, Lord Shiva is also very happy, because he is always meditating on Lord Vishnu, and he's like Guru. Lord Shiva's position is like Guru, like our Srila Prabhupada. Like he never asked us to, like as Mataji also saying Rukni Padma Mataji, that like Srila Prabhupada never asked us to worship Srila Prabhupada as Krishna. He want us to accept Srila Prabhupada as the founder acharya of our society, as our prime guru. But because he know like his position and Lord Krishna's position. So same thing, Lord Shiva is like our guru, and guru's position is he takes us closer to the Lord. So that's why he know, like even Lord Shiva, he also chant Lord Ram's name all the time. So that's why when we chant Krishna's holy name, Hare Krishna Mahamantra, it has everything. And this is the mantra for Kali Yuga. Like different yuga has different mantras, but for Kali Yuga is Hare Krishna Mahamantra is for the Kali Yuga. That's why even any other Prabhu or Mataji wants to add, they can also add in that. Thank you, Prabhu.
Yes, Mataji, in this life, हमारी नैया पार हो जाएगी just by chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra, and then we'll go back to Godhead. So we all want this, to cross this ocean of birth, death, old age, disease, and Adi Bhautik, Adi Devik, and get done with it. Why do we stay here? I mean, just chant Kali Yuga and then go there. So just want to add that. Go back to Godhead. Go back to Krishna, Srila Prabhupada.
Thank you so much, Mataji. I was thinking, we still have pranam mantras, like we pay obeisances to Panchatattva, to Srila Prabhupada before we chant the holy names. Of course, Maha Mantra is topmost, but we are not supposed to say Om Namah Shivaya is what I've heard. Not always chanting, but even to say pranam to Lord Shiva. So is that a different mood to say that? Because Shiva just means auspiciousness, and give us all auspiciousness to serve Lord Krishna. I just wanted to understand.
Yeah, Prabhu. But like Prabhu, like main thing is like not just chanting the Om Namo Shivaya. You can see other perspective also, like in the Bhagavatam, like from the Bhagavatam, like you can see from this example of like churning the ocean and this pastime, like but not we are not chanting Om Namah Shivaya, but we are following Lord Shiva's teachings. Even people, they are chanting just Om Namah Shivaya, but they are not following the teachings. Following the teaching is more important than chanting Om Namah Shivaya. Like here we are reading in Bhagavatam the position of Lord Shiva and Lord Vishnu. He know his position. That's why he made him the instrument to drink the poison. And in the teachings of when Mother Parvati she was going to Daksha's yajna, that time Lord Shiva, the teachings he gave to Mother Parvati, that is excellent. And we can see like other teachings are when he give the teachings to that Prachetas, if we read. So those are like, even though like people they chant Om Namah Shivaya all the time, and even they chant so many rounds, but they are not following the teachings, Prabhu. But in our Prabhupada movement, in our Hare Krishna movement, we are following the teachings. So that's why, like, we know the position of Lord Shiva more better than them. Even though we are not chanting Om Namah Shivaya, when they chant Om Namah Shivaya, they accept Lord Shiva as the supreme, like how we chant Krishna's holy name. So they feel like Lord Shiva is supreme. But for us, we know the position of Lord Shiva, Lord Vishnu, Lord Brahma. We know the position because we are following the teachings. That is the difference between Anukaran and Anusharan, that example I gave, Prabhu. But when we follow the teachings, so this is more important than chanting Om Namah Shivaya. So if anybody wants to add, please feel free. I think it
So
will
Mataji, I wanted to add, like when Lord Shiva told uh, Parvati not to go to the father's house because the father didn't send them the invite, right? So what happened? She
yes.
still went. She says, "No, I'll go. It's my father's house."
So, but
And
then we can see the result also, Mataji.
yes. So, like for example, what we learn from this is that even like our husband, you know, that is also like our guru. If a husband says, "Nee, nee, this relative's house we don't need to go because the environment is not right," then we should listen. We should listen. So there
Yes,
are so many
Mataji.
teachings we can follow. I mean,
Yeah.
like I know my husband also, like except for devotees occasion,
Uh,
or we just last night attended a wedding at Alachua, and we
uh,
all went. My husband went, but there are some places he says, no, 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 I'm not going, even if the invite has come. I also back out, even if it's my relative.
yeah.
Because,
I also feel so many times, Mataji. Even my mind say like I want to do, but Prabhu said like it's not good thing. So but I feel like Krishna
yeah.
is speaking through his mouth. So
Yes.
this
Yes.
is the very good, Mataji. Now in material world we can see the husband and wife, they are separating because of that. Also, that is the reason, because of their false ego. But
Hmm.
we should accept like as a devotee, if our husband is devotee, we should accept him as our guru also, because
Yes.
and anyhow, like Kunti Maharani said, like we are all women, we try to understand Krishna, but Prabhupada said when women are educated in Krishna consciousness, they are far superior than in the bodily form. So same thing, like
Very
that's
true.
yes,
And
Mataji.
also, Mataji, there was another incident, right? When Daksha and everybody was there, and Lord Shiva did not stand up, and he got very angry.
Yeah. It's this happened like before this past time, like Lord, Mother Parvati was going to Daksha's yajna. Before that, it happened. Like before
Hmm.
that, one more yajna he did. In that, when Daksha came, everybody was standing immediately when he came, and Lord Shiva was sitting because he was in trance. He was meditating, and
Hmm.
he felt so bad. He started saying so many bad things to Lord Shiva, but so Lord Shiva, bad or good, doesn't affect him. So he's
Hmm.
yes, Manaji. Yeah, this is good. These are all good learning from Bhagavatam, like how Lord Shiva he's not taking any good or bad from anybody.
Yes, and also Lord Shiva teaches us. Like I know one time, it's just like an incident where I had gone to meet one of my cousin's sister, and they were not the best people to meet, and they didn't show any respect, nothing. I came back and told my husband that you were right. So then I take a vow that day. I said, my relatives, your relatives, friends, I'm not going to meet them unless you go with me. My husband knows that. So this I've learned from this Lord Shiva and Parvati's episode, because I mean, literally, it's like sometimes you have to. Learn from Bhagavatam and put it in practicality. It's very important. Of course, to us, Lord Shiva will not say. He's
Yes, yes.
Parvati's husband. But
Yeah.
sometimes in a people around us also, Krishna to उनके मन में बसते हैं, चाहे वो Krishna conscious follow करे ना करे. But Krishna has given us him as a husband, and there has to be something good, like that. But yeah, but one thing is there. I wanted to add to the question Prabhuji is saying, if somebody is chanting Lord Shiva's Om Namo Bhagavate, that's like what Prahlad Maharaj, Dhruv Maharaj did. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. But Om Namo Shivaya, like, so we should not stop them. We should appreciate, because our Acharya, Srila Prabhupada said that in this world there are atheistic people, there are Mayavadi people, but the people who are bound down to anyone, say they're bowing down to Lord Shiva or a Parvati or anyone, in the church they're going and bowing down. We should respect them because they have accepted the authority that we are a drop, and the ocean is the Lord, whoever they believe in Lord. So we have to respect them. So like I know my sister chants Om Namo Shivaya, and I pray sometimes on her behalf, saying that, oh Krishna, Lord, like when will she become a devotee of you, because it's not happened for so many years now.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
and
because you are a devotee. That's why you think like that. You know the
I mean,
value of
I'm
devotional
practicing,
service.
Mataji. Yeah,
Yeah, that's why. Yeah, otherwise, they,
yeah,
we were also in the same stage like your sister is now.
yes, yes.
But by the association of devotee, we realize that no, devotional service is far superior than anything else. That's why we are following this
And
process.
these books have given us all the knowledge.
Well, yes, Mataji.
And it's very important to apply in the life. Suppose, and Mataji, one kind of preaching is such, if we very intensely hear, hearing Shravanam is important, then it will go inside us. And then suppose somebody is in a certain situation, somebody is not showing respect to the husband or not listening, then we can tell them, no, it's very important. Don't you know Lord Shiva and then what happened to Parvati? So, these we can actually take these stories out of this book and give it to people, and they'll say, hey, how come you have this knowledge? I said, we have it because our guru has given us. We are his children. So, like that. So, we should not disturb them if they're doing Om Namo Shivaya. And then, of course, we can also chant, but after we've completed our Hare Krishna Mahamantra chanting, we can also see pictures of Lord Shiva and say Om Namo Shivaya. We can say that. Om Ganeshaya Namaha, like that. Because sometimes when we do offering of prasadam, we offer it to our guru, it goes to Srila Prabhupada, the parampara, and then it becomes prasadam, going to Krishna. Then that prasadam can be offered to the demigods, because they are always showering in the Krishna book. Anything happening when Devaki was pregnant, these demigods are always showering flowers, so so in the sense after that, and so if they also get prasadam, and previously sometime back we read that all these demigods are actually waiting to take birth on the planet Earth, so they can also practice devotional service because they are on the heavenly planet and they're not getting opportunity. Here we are in Dukhale Masastakam, miserable life here. So we are always trying to catch the lotus feet of Krishna, but those people have got, apsaras are there, good drinks are there, everything is there, no shortage is there. But then they forget the holy name. So they want to come here so that they can also connect, So those demigods and devtas are really great. And how intelligently Srila Prabhupada has, given the name demigod, because then that, we can actually give importance to Krishna. Like some people say, why the god demigod or devtas is written? Why Srila Prabhupada says that? So they say because that way we can focus more on the Mahamantra, focus more on Vishnu. So I won't say much because Mataji has to go. So thank you, Mataji, once again for the insight, and also to Prabhuji for asking questions, because it helps us to understand our own life and which direction we are going to. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Thank you. Prabhu, Vinod, Prabhu, is it right answer for your question that you asked, Prabhu?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Thank you very much, Mataji.
Mataji, so Vamsi will ask, that's Prabhuji. He asked the question.
Okay. Actually, I don't know Prabhu's name came as Vinod. That's why I thought that. Thank you, Mataji. Thank you, Prabhuji. So can we wind up the call, Mataji?
Thank you, Mataji. We look forward to the class next month again. It's always nice to hear you.
Thank you for giving me the opportunity, Mataji, to serve all the devotees. Thank you.
Thank you,
glories
Mataji,
to the
for the class.
devotees.
Hare Krishna Mataji, before ending this call, let's pay our obeisances to all the Vaishnavas. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha,
Kripa.
kripa sindhubhyaiva cha, Tanam bhavanebhyo, ananta koti Namo Namah. Ananta koti Vaishnava. Prabhupada ki jai. Hare Shama Kishori Mataji ki jai. Thank you so much, Mataji. Dandavat pranam.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Thank you.
Hare Krishna.
Hari Bol. Hare Krishna, all devotees.